I've been waiting for this to come in.
I've been very anxious to get it. John at AR Labs, he is one of my favorite people. I'm sure he doesn't know it. But the AR32, I am a lazy talker. I am from Central Mo. Anyway, the AR32 is my favorite reader writer, even though it can be a pain in the ass. But that's just what it is, or the Tao of how it all comes whenever you try to use that. Some tools do things easier, some not so easier. But John, I believe that's his name, rather sure, he's always open to interpretation. I bought 2 components from him, and they didn't ship very timely, no offense. And I was waiting on my email with tracking information, never got it. And so from an old email that he had sent my tracking information in from a prior order, I had noticed that it was directly to him. So I just responded to it and was like, hey, I ordered these 2 parts, have they shipped? And within like an hour or 2, he responded with an apology and was like, oops, one of them was out of stock, so I just got it shipped, and it arrived in, I think, a day, maybe 2. But whenever he contacted me, I was just like, yes, I know it's gonna come soon. Without further ado, I'll open this guy up. I've got my address on this side, so I'm gonna kind of keep it secret. I started to open it, but I was like, you know what? Let's get a genuine reaction from a fanboy. And the stuff I do, or am aiming to achieve to do, this adapter that I have purchased should help me. I'm going to take the receipt so you guys don't see the confidentials. But here is the paperwork with one of them. The Accutouch Pro, baby. Oh, I'm a huge fan of pogo adapters because the clips, they can wear out over time. This one, in fact, is a victim of, being polymer. So when you clip it as many times as I have, you can see it already. It's kind of juxtaposed. It's not lining up. Whenever you open and close it, it will not be square anymore. Just natural wear. It's served its life well, and I can still use it. You have to clamp and then hold it, and it'll work fine. No big deal. One of my favorite tools that I own is missing in action. No, here he is. Is Caesar or Cesar, and he is a pogo reader, but he also has a Pomona clip. Is it Pomona? Pomona? Am I saying that right? Pomona, not Pomona, Pomona. I love pogo readers because you can just quickly just take a reading, extract data, or influence the data on the device in a rather easy and accurate motion. And with the Logic key, it actually has like a laser sight on it so that you can line it up. I don't know how well I can get that. Like, how crazy is that? It's got 2 LEDs to light up your board and that laser pointer, so you're right over the device. And you sync it down, get a reading. Love it. It's super quick. And AR, being AR, is a brick or a cinder block. It's huge. It's in a big old case. Requires an auxiliary power to it, AC or DC converted. Requires parallel port to a laptop, or parallel port adapter, non-USB style, because apparently those don't work. The operating system can't be of a certain design, like I think over 64-bit. I don't know. I don't speak computer very well yet. But here are the instructions for this. So what this will do is make life a little easier when using this. Whenever I take a reading from a cluster or a BCM or anything SOIC8, sorry, brain fart. And he always gives you these neat little cases that I love to just keep around and store my things in. My Logic tester came in this one. I think that's what that's called. Like I said, fanboy. I love his company and his mind. So I'm going to take this guy out. I've seen so many people have it, and I've always wanted it, but it's pretty pricey. Excuse me. Let me see here. It was $139, just this adapter. And the shipping was $13. And I only had one option when I was checking out for shipping. Oh, the thing's intricate looking. Boy, it's like somebody came at me with this, I'd sock them in the face thinking that they were trying to poison me or something. So, is it not exactly a pogo? Oh, see, I thought it was a... Oh, it is. Okay, the springs are inside of the pins. I think he calls those pin tips crown point or something like that. They're pointed in like multiple directions so that they can pierce conformal coating easier in the surface area that contacts the leg of the EEPROM. There's more material there to pass on and communicate information to and fro your AR-32. I love it. He does just a damn good job. If you look at the soldering, he over solders it so it's super strong. He shrink wraps the wires, and he terminates them, it looks like. If you see that one kind of a little off a little bit. He terminates them so that you can take them out. And I believe he offers a repair service too, and his has a bracket so that you can line it up easier. I will have to set up my tough book, but I think I want to use this as soon as possible. Locksmithing's not so simple. When I first tried to learn locksmithing, still trying, I thought I was just going to be unlocking cars and doing a bunch of nothing. So real quickly before my phone battery dies, I also bought, I think these are the unterminated cable set. And if I understand the principle, I should be able to solder these guys straight to points on a oh, that's that. I thought I had a hair on me from my camera. Anyway, I should be able to solder these onto a board and use AR-32 in circuit on some devices. At least that's the plan. Oh, and just real quick, I was at Walmart and I had to buy this. Oh yeah. Close out of that old stuff. I'm gonna open up my AR-32 and hope that it lights green. It does, so there we go. Now, the question is, which device or module should I use? So I'm gonna open up a screen module, if I have one. Well, actually, I got in a new Honda Emo. That'll actually be perfect to try. I'm gonna turn off my solder iron. Yeah, this will be perfect. So, this is a 05 Pilot, and I'm gonna grab, well, what I'll do is I'll pop this off first. This little cap. Pop this off. This is one I haven't touched yet. I just got it, I think yesterday. Oh, how to mount. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave it right there for a second. Grab my VVDI-2, and I'm gonna just quickly hook it into my handy dandy tough book. We are going to look at this real quick so you can see that it is conformal coated out. It's awfully shiny, and I assume that is my target device. And I'll set this up here while I try to use it to zoom in and read it. I'm gonna just go with 24 or 24C 04 24 C04, enter, and it shows me my dip settings are currently good. Okay, and it says to plug the adapter in and plug device adapter position all the way to the right, which will be over here. So I'm going to grab my pogo adapter. Where did I put it? Here you are. Woo. Plug it up, round, goes all the way over. Okay. This is exciting. Kind of untwist it a little bit. Now I need to look at my device and determine which pin is pin 1. So I'm just going to look at it. And there's a taper on this side, which means this should be pin 1 right here. A little taper. I don't know if you can see that. We'll try it. Hopefully I have the right device type. Okay. Hopefully this guy stays in there. Alright, here we go. Try to read this device in. Just trying to line all the legs up. Okay, I'm pushing down. I'm gonna hit G on my AR-32, and it worked apparently. So, bring you all into it again. Okay. Enter. Now you see we have a binary file. I'm gonna hit escape. I'm gonna save buffer to disk. We're gonna put pilot, but I'm gonna put 24C04, so I know that's what I measured the binary under. And now I'm just gonna try to open VVDI2 and see if it recognizes it. And if it doesn't, then I will just probably try it under 24C02. There it is. Okay, I'm gonna go to immobilizer tool, the Honda Pilot, and it says 2002 24C04. Cool, so we're gonna load it, and I did pi right there, and boom goes the dynamite. Now we have an identified and confirmed binary from a Pilot immobilizer, and no cleaning of the device legs or anything, just simply probed it and have now done half the work. All we have to do is program in a transponder and rewrite the bin file, save it, and load it back with the Pogo, which clearly works very well first try, and it'll get the job done. So why don't I do that real quick? It'll only take a second. So I believe these ones are my blanks. I'm going to put one in to VVDI2, and I will just add a key. It's a success. Now it'll have us change it, so I'm just going to do pi. I'm going to go over here and do V in it instead of a C. We'll save it. Now let's load it. We're going to go pi V. No, 24C, not it. 24V is it. Open it. And you'll see key 4 now used. And so close out of here, here, back into here. And what I'll do is we'll just hit 1 because the file is saved into this folder. So I'll do PIL 24V 04.bin and enter, and it'll say program or skip. So quickly, I will just try to do this in front of you. Okay. I will put these right here. Downward pressure. You see? Sorry. Sometimes pogos are kind of hard to line up, especially whenever you're holding a camera in one hand, trying to catch the good stuff. Okay. So now I'm going to hit P real quick, and it is done, just like that.
And I'm shaking again. Ooh. So there it is. Programmed that in a matter of seconds. And we're going to hit no because we don't need to program another. And I'm going to hit 0 and yes to escape. And there it is, my new favorite tool.